Is wet earwax dominant or recessive? Only when a certain number of mutations have occurred, perhaps partially due to environmental causes, do symptoms start to appear. Our environment can activate a disorder just as much as the presence of a dominant gene. The blood type of a human is determined by a gene that creates an AB or O blood type and is located in the long arm of chromosome 9. There are 3 different alleles that could be present at this locus, but only 2 can be present in any individual, one inherited from their mother and one from their father. Classical genetics considered epistatic interactions between 2 genes at a time. It is now evident from molecular genetics that all gene loci are involved in complex interactions with many other genes, e.g., metabolic pathways may involve scores of genes, and that this creates epistatic interactions that are much more complex than the classic two-locus models. In humans, having wet earwax is a dominant trait. Having dry earwax is recessive. The color of your earwax is both a reflection of your DNA and your health status. Even though your ears are self-cleaning, you still have to do regular maintenance to prevent a buildup that can cause a blockage. If you have abnormal ear discharge, please consult a specialist because your ears are the windows to your hearing. Which allele is dominant, IA or I? In 1928, British population geneticist Ronald Fisher proposed that dominance acted based on natural selection through the contribution of modifier genes. In 1929, American geneticist Sewell Wright responded by stating that dominance is simply a physiological consequence of metabolic pathways and the relative necessity of the gene involved. Wright's explanation became an established fact in genetics, and the debate was largely ended. Some traits may have their dominance influenced by evolutionary mechanisms. In humans, having wet earwax is a dominant trait. Dominance is not inherent to an allele or its traits, phenotype. It is a strictly relative effect between 2 alleles of a given gene of any function. One allele can be dominant over a second allele of the same gene, recessive to a third and co-dominant with a fourth. Additionally, one allele may be dominant for one trait but not others. The allele frequency, or gene frequency, is the rate at which a specific allele appears within a population. In population genetics, the term evolution is defined as a change in the frequency of an allele in a population. Frequencies range from 0, present in no individuals, to 1, present in all individuals. The gene pool is the sum of all the alleles at all genes in a population.